Reincarnation of a king long gone, the highest enlightened nigga sitting on top of the sun. An angel.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Danny, aka King Bub, and we are back with week 6 battle against Monotui in the Tampa Bay Luxrays, which is a big, huge battle against a great opponent in Monotui. Like I said in the team analysis for you guys to check out, where I talk about my team and all that stuff. Monotui is from a temporary coach in the GBA. He's an amazing player. I've been watching him since the Pokemon Premier League D2 and stuff like that, and he's extremely good, so we're gonna have to be on top of our game if we really want to beat him this week. And I'm just gonna say a few things to begin with. I put the video extremely fast this week because I have to do this kind of fast. I'm going on vacation in a few hours, so I gotta do this fast. So if you don't really see any sprites on the overlays, because I kind of rushed this and I wanted to get this done Friday, because I'm recording this Friday. I didn't have time this week to record or anything like that. That's why team analysis was late and all that stuff, so sorry about that. It's only gonna happen this week because I'm extremely busy and I'm starting summer classes next week, so it's gonna be a little tough, but I'm gonna make myself a schedule and all that good stuff, so because I do not want to miss these uploads for you guys, so you guys can watch and all that crazy stuff. So yeah, we're going up against the Tampa Bay Luxrays, and if you guys did not see the squad, make sure you check out the team analysis. I'll probably go over it really quick if I remember, because I'm not even looking at it. We have Mega Gallade and Fernape. Who else do we have? Dragougy. We have Skarmory. We have Escavalier, and we have Whimsicott. What we're the most scared of is obviously the Kieran Black. Kieran Black is freaking scary. Cresselia is a big wall, and Gligar can actually be an annoying wall also. What else did he have? And Scolipede could be scary. It has his top kills in his whole team, so it can be pretty scary. But Skarmory kind of walls it really well. It can't really touch Skarmory too much, so Scolipede's not the biggest problem, but it's still scary because he could like baton pass into like Kieran Black, the speed boost and stuff, and that could be a bad day for us. So yeah, so hopefully none of that happens. So let me just start this off, and like I said, guys, it's gonna be really fast because I'm trying to do this faster for you guys, render it faster and all that stuff. So the shorter it is, the better. So we do look at his team here. He brings the Magneton, which I thought the Mega Blastoise, Gligar, Kieran Black, and Cresselia. So instead of Scolipede, he brings the Virizion, which is I did not see coming as much because I have a few checks to it, but it's still scary. He can set up Thorzans, anything like that. So like before I even started the match, in my head, Whimsicott was the lead. So that's what I do. I start with Whimsicott, and I was hoping, because usually I start off bad, but as you see here, he starts off with the Mega Blastoise, and I start off with the Whimsicott, which is pretty good. So I got a good lead this week, which is not that bad at all. So we're going up against the Mega Blastoise now, just staring it in the face, and I know he's gonna switch out, but I just went for the safe Giga Drain. I know kind of my plan against Monotui, even though he's a tough player, he's kind of hard to read sometimes, but I've been watching him a lot, and I know he likes to play a bit safer, I guess I should say, but he plays really well. Of course, he's gonna go for the HP Fire. I knew his Cresselia will carry HP Fire. Escavalier is such a huge threat against it, and it'd be shocking if he didn't have HP Fire, so I knew he will have HP Fire. I go for the safe knockoff because just to take off any item on Cresselia, and it'll do a good decent chunk of damage. So Gligar comes in, we take off its item, which is really good because Eviolite Gligar is really tough to take down. So now we took that thing out, but it's still a Pokemon, so we have to be really careful with Gligar here. So here I believe I do switch into my Mega Gallade, which is not Mega Jet, so regular Gallade, but because I wanted to see what he wanted to do. I wanted to see if he wanted Toxic. I know he couldn't kill me in one shot with anything, so Mega Gallade was a great switch in for me, and now I can go for Ice Punch. But I thought he was gonna switch into his Cresselia because it's a big check against my Mega Gallade, so I go for the Toxic, thinking he was gonna switch in and stuff like that, and I was like, he's not gonna let me hit him with an Ice Punch because that would do so much damage, and he actually stays in. And I really wish I just went for the Ice Punch there, because it would have done so much damage to this Gligar. It has no Eviolite. I think it did like maybe 60% damage, something like that, with an Eviolite on. So without the Eviolite, I would have done so much more damage, but I didn't click it. And here I thought he was gonna sub with his Cresselia. I had a feeling, okay, he saw Toxic, so he's gonna try to sub something like that, which kind of makes no sense because I would go first regardless. So I don't know why, but I switch out into Whimsicott, I believe, and now I just take some big damage from this Cresselia. So right off the start, I feel like I've made some weird plays. Whimsicott, I need to play a little better because Whimsicott actually does work to his team, and now it's just got a lot of damage on it. I go into Skarmory, and because I knew he would think I was gonna go into Escavalier, and I didn't want to take another HP fire, so I went into Skarmory instead, and here I'm just gonna set up my Stealth Rocks. And I had a feeling the Blastoise was gonna come in because obviously I could set up rocks like in Iron Head and stuff like that. And Blastoise can pretty much wall Skarmory really easily. And here's where I told myself he's not gonna Rapid Spin, he's gonna go for Ice Beam, just Roost. And don't go into Whimsicott because it's the obvious play, and he's gonna Ice Beam and Monotui. He's a good player, so he's gonna obviously try to read that because it's like a win-win for him. Ice Beam, it goes to Whimsicott, Whimsicott dies, or he just does damage to Skarmory. And I didn't listen to myself, and I just went into Whimsicott. I don't know why I didn't just follow my gut in this part right here. And this is where I said I played Whimsicott extremely bad. He goes for the Ice Beam like I said, like I knew he would do, and I just didn't listen to myself, and bam, now I lose Whimsicott, which is a big downside because Whimsicott actually does a lot of work to his team. So not starting off the best, not listening to my gut again, which sucks. I hate when I do that. I always tell myself like the right plan, and I end up not trusting myself, and I do something else. So it's kind of really sucks. So here I go into Mega Gallade. I just want to get some damage on this Mega Blastoise because close combat does like 50% to a fully defensive one, and so I just want to go for close combat, see how much damage I could do. And of course, you're going to switch into Cresselia. So the problem I was having is just his wall between Gligar and Cresselia was really like doing damage, and he had a Rocky Helmet, which I was like, okay, this is kind of bad because Rocky Helmet is going to keep hurting me, and this Cresselia is just a freaking wall. So here he goes for the Moon. I should have went for Toxic again. I don't know why I didn't. I wanted to keep Gallade healthy, but I should have went for Toxic there. I go for the knockoff with Escavalier once again, and he switches into Gligar, which, like I said, Crest Gligar is like a huge problem at the moment going up against Monotui, and I'm already down Whimsicott. Gallade is like halfway health, I believe. I'm not sure exactly, but I get out of Escavalier, go back into Gallade. And he goes for the Earthquake, which does a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage from Gligar. I didn't know it. I didn't think he was going to do that much damage. But I'm going to go for the safe Ice Punch. And of course, he's going to switch to Cresselia with the Rocky Helmet. My Gallade goes down. Once again, Gallade gets no kills, which sucks. But once again, I've been playing it bad. I really have been playing Gallade bad. I had a different set in mind, which I didn't bring. But I'm going to keep that set saved in my head in case I go up against Monotui in playoffs or something like that. But yeah, Gallade goes down. And that sucks, I really wish I had knockoff on Gallade instead of, I don't know, anything else. Like, if I didn't have Zen Headbutt, that would have been nice too. But I needed it for Scolipede or Virizion. Well, Virizion I had Ice Punch, so I guess not that big of a deal. I go back into Escavalier, and I believe I go for the Mega Horn? I think I go for the Mega Horn here. I might just go for the safe knockoff once again. Oh, I do go for the Mega Horn. Alright, it doesn't do enough damage to Gligar, but I think another one might be able to kill. But I thought he was going to Roost here. So I was like, I'm going to take my opportunity. And I forget who I go into exactly. I think I go into Dragaji, which was probably the worst move I could have done. Because I thought he was going to go for Roost. I would have been able to take one Earthquake and then Draco Meteor, and this thing would be gone. So that was my thought process going into Dragaji. Which would be weird because you would not bring a Dragaji into a Gligar because of the Earthquake, which comes right now, and I do not take that at all. And now my Dragaji is gonna die for no reason, and I did not want to switch him into Skarmory or anything. So down goes my Dragaji, and that was such a waste of bad play. Pretty much didn't benefit me in any way at all, which kind of sucks because Dragaji didn't do the most work, but it could take on Magneton. It could take on it could take a hit from Kieran Black and destroy with a Draco Meteor, stuff like that. So losing Dragaji was really bad, and once again a bad play on me. I just felt like I didn't make any good plays this match at all, and you can already see 6-3, and it's gonna be hard to come back from that, especially against Monotui and his walls like Cresselia and things like that. So I thought he was, once again I thought he was gonna Roost with Gligar. I don't know why I kept thinking he was gonna Roost. I did not want him to get back to full health, so I, instead of just killing him with a Fire Punch, I went for the U-turn. I don't know why, and now he goes for Earthquake. It's not gonna do anything. I did not want to Roost because he could go for another Earthquake and do a lot of damage to my Skarmory, so I just went for the Brave Bird. He goes for the U-turn, and he goes into Magneton, I believe. So, and I cannot touch this Magneton. I could switch out because I do have the Shed Shell, but I don't have anything to switch out to. I felt like he was just gonna go for either HP Fire, and two Thunderbolts will most likely kill my Escavalier. which kind of sucks. And if I do go into a Scavalier, then he's gotta know I have the drill run. And yeah, but I'm pretty sure he had HP fire. He had to have HP fire. And yeah, he goes for a Thunderbolt, kills my Skarmory. My Skarmory goes down, and now we're 6-2. And this is just looking like a really bad game. Truthfully, I don't think I played well. And I've been seeing a lot of the main thing I've been seeing from my losses. I lost to Eric, pretty bad, and now I'm doing kind of bad against Manatui. So I mean, you guys can already know how this is gonna end up, but well, we'll talk about that after. So I go into Infernape, and at least Infernape can try to do some damage. I go for the Fire Punch, almost kill that thing, and he goes for a Thunderbolt. I live, but I get paired, which sucks because now I'm not gonna outspeed Kyurem if it's not Scarfed. I'm not gonna outspeed this thing. So I just go for the Mach Punch. And yeah, so that para kind of actually sucked because I could have lowered differential a little bit more, because Kyurem Black could have came in here, would have not been able to outspeed me. I could have close combat, destroyed that thing, and then it wouldn't be a 5-0. So yeah, Kyurem Black's gonna come in here. I can't outspeed, so I'm just gonna go for the Mach Punch. It's not gonna kill, of course. And then I go into a Scavalier, and he has the HP fire. He locks himself into HP fire. Well, he didn't lock himself in because he's not Scarf. He's actually Expert Belt, but he clicked SP fire in case I switch into a Scavalier, and he clicks it again. He kills my Scavalier, so we lose to Manatui 5-0, which is pretty bad. So like I was saying before, I feel like the biggest problem I have at the moment is trying to break down through these walls, and I feel like I'm trying to over predict and things like that. When I told myself Manatui plays very safe, he makes the smart plays. He doesn't do something extremely crazy. So I told myself I have to try to play safely, or it's not gonna go well for us. And it pretty much, I didn't play too safe. I didn't make the right plays. Like Toxic and Cresselia would have been nice. I didn't have anything to keep like Gallade healthy. If I had like a Witch Passer, that would have been really good. I didn't have anything to keep Gallade healthy. I didn't have anything to keep like Whimsicott healthy, like Leech Seed. I did have Leech Seed, but I changed it to HP Ground. Kind of wish I didn't, but it's fine. Like HP Ground also did a lot of work too, so it's not really that bad. But yeah, so we pretty much lose to Manatui, which sucks. So now the 2 matches that we do lose are 5-0s, and then every other match we actually did pretty well. So it's like we either win really well or we lose really bad. So I do not want that to happen. So I gotta find a way to that I can just clear through these big walls like Cresselia and Gligar and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be working on that. I have to just make better teams, better synergy, and just work together better. So so I'm sorry for the loss, guys. It's a bad loss, but we're still 4-2, which is really good. We're in 3rd place. We just gotta keep playing well. I think we have a really good shot at playoffs, and I actually think we're set for playoffs, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm not. And next week we go up against Dan. You guys know Dan. Danny-Key, he's a good friend. We made videos together, so it's gonna be a nice battle. It's gonna be fun, and we have to beat Danny-Key. So Battle of Dance, of course, and it's gonna be nice. So that week's gonna be exciting. I am going on vacation, so I'm not gonna be able to plan as much, but I'm gonna try to plan while we're driving to where we're going. So Dan, watch out. just kidding. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait, but we need to get the win. We need to be 5-2 so we can keep it going. So thank you guys for watching once again. Sorry for the loss, but I learned a lot from this match. I'm pumped, and I'm ready for next week. Ready to get my rematch against Manatui if we do in the playoffs and anything like that, or Eric. Kind of excited to try to get my rematches for them too. But let's keep it going strong, guys. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you sub if you're new, and thank you guys for watching the match. I'll see you guys next week, and peace out.